welcome back to my channel. In case you're wondering why I look a little bit different today, it's because I cut my hair short. Yeah, so honestly I'm still not too sure how I feel about this new hairstyle, but you know, my hair will eventually grow out, right? So that aside, let me share more about the video that we're gonna be doing today. So for today's video, I'll be attempting to design my own press-on nails. Manicure and pedicure here can be a little bit expensive, especially if you want like fancy nail art designs, because you know, nail salons here, they can charge an additional up to maybe like $5 per change of nail polish colors that you use, or $5 per nail art design that you want, and things like that. Or even using like a matte top coat can charge you an additional $5. So yeah, all in all, it really adds up. Since the pandemic started, I haven't been going to the nail salon to get my nails done. Instead, I've been doing them myself. So I usually go online to, you know, buy gel nail polishes or press-on nails. On a day-to-day basis, you will usually see me with solid colored nails. Like for today, I am having baby pink or pale pink nails. Yeah, and that's because, you know, I don't really do fancy art designs by myself because I'm right-handed. So doing this is fine, but doing this, it's horrendous. I can't do it for nuts. So to eliminate that problem, or to make my situation easier, I'll just paint them in solid colors. It's so much easier, right? But then on days where, you know, there are maybe events or celebrations going on and I want a little bit more, you know, fancier nail art designs and things like that, I usually opt for press-on nails. So here I have some designs with me that I would like to share. Yeah, so here I have some of them here. This is just a very small part of my collection, and these are great. Honestly, these press-on nails are great. You can use the nail stickers or nail bond glue to, you know, stick them to your nails. They are relatively cheap. When you buy them online, they can go from as low as like $2 per set, or even as high as, you know, $20. But it really depends on what the other designs that you're looking for, or maybe even the brands of them. They are relatively easy to use and they tend to last for quite a while, depending on how you know, take care of them and maintain them. You can't really do, you know, like a very rough housework and things like that with them, but from day-to-day activities, they work fine. They last quite relatively long for me. Yeah, but the only problem with this is that, yes, they have a large variety of them online where you can get them for relatively cheap, but the only problem with this is that you can't get the designs that you want exactly to the T. You know, if you want to, you probably have to get like a nail technician or someone to, you know, customize them for you, but that adds on to the cost. You know, we want to save some cost here, right? And getting them customized is really expensive. So I thought, you know, since I bought a handful of gel nail polishes online over the past year, I would say, why not attempt to, you know, make them myself? So for today's video, I'll be attempting to design my own press-on nails. But before we get started, obviously we need to look up for some inspirations, you know, to find out what kind of designs I like right now, or what I want to try to recreate this time. And I've done a little bit of research in that aspect, so let me just whip up my phone here and maybe we can go through my Pinterest board to see what are the, you know, latest trends, that are nail art trends that are happening right now. Yeah. After a quick, you know, 30 minutes browse through like Pinterest, I seem to gather that, you know, French tips and the use of negative spaces seems to be huge in, you know, nail designs right now. Yeah, but let's go through what are some of the different types of nail designs that I've, you know, spotted. So firstly, the abstract design. So as the name calls it, you know, it can be anything from different shapes, different lines, different thickness of the line, the outline of a face, or even a woman's body, or anything essentially. Yeah, we also have the neutrals, where the dark and light shades of browns are used, you know, to contrast one another to create a unique design. And then there's also the mixed checkerboard design, usually with bright colors. but you know, having too many bright colors on all 10 fingernails can be a little bit overwhelming. So if it's too much for you, you can opt for the checkerboard tips, essentially French tips with, you know, a checkerboard touch. Yeah. Swirls have also been a great yet simple nail design. So it's often mixed in with, you know, negative spaces, you know, to make the colors pop. Yeah. The 90s pop art and smiley nails are huge too, you know, like cute summer nails with rainbow happy faces, or you know, essentially just bright colors and cheerful designs like rainbows, cherries, or even, you know, flames. Yeah. We also have a few carryovers of spring designs into summer now. So, you know, the dainty florals and even daisy French, so essentially French tips plus daisy. And lastly, of course, we have French tips but with a twist, and you know, the artsy tips for a little more oomph in your nail, like with the right amount of bold and, you know, artsy fartsy on your nails kind of situation. Yeah, so it usually starts with a classic French tip and then you top it off with some, you know, zigzag lines, swirls, patterns, or whatever you want to add them. Yeah, there's so many options available. You know, I figured I'd start with something simple yet bold and artsy, maybe like the artsy tips or the swirls. Since I don't do nail art designs by myself, I usually get them done at the nail salon. If not, I'll just opt for, you know, press on nails. So I'm not sure whether I have the control to work with such intricate designs on such a, you know, small surface area like your fingernails. Yeah, so you know what, maybe I'll start with the swirls after all and then use, you know, colors to brighten up the design and make it look more fun and happy for summer, right? Yeah. Before we start, here's a closer look at the current situation with my nails. I have these clear false nails that I got for $2 at Daiso. So it's a good deal, $2 for 120 pieces. Yeah. And honestly, for $2, the material of the false nails is not too bad, a little on the soft side, but you know, for the price of it, you can't complain. So before we start matching the size of our nails, I got a marker here to help me mark out the nails of the correct sizes. So I'm just going to go through each nail one by one to find the size that fits, and then proceed to mark them out with the marker. So these are the colors that I've chose, and I'm going to try to use them to design some swirls. So first up, I'm not going to be cutting the false nails away from the skeleton that's holding them together. This is because removing the false nails from the skeleton is going to make it very hard for me to hold on to the nail and paint it at the same time. So I'm just going to leave it onto the skeleton for a better grip as I paint. Yeah, so here I'm starting off with the base coat, and I'm just gonna paint it onto the nails that were marked with the marker. So after painting on the first layer of base coat, I'm just gonna let the false nails cure under the UV lamp. After the first layer of base coat has dried, I'm gonna be using this clear white translucent color as the base color for the nail art. So this color of nail polish is very sheer, and I'm not sure if you can see, but here's how it looks like after 3 layers of it. So next I'm gonna be taking this fine tip brush, and this is what I'm gonna be using to draw on the swirls. And I'm going to be using this purple blue shade as the first color that I'm going to be working with. Yep, so I'm just going to use the brush and create, random wavy, swirly lines. Yeah, and I usually go through them about 2 to 3 times in order to make the lines look more bright and opaque. And cure them after each layer is done. The next color that I'm going with will be this bright yellow. And I'm just going ahead doing the same thing as I did with the first color. So just, freehand drawing some swirly lines. Yep, and here is where I made a minor mistake. Because obviously the yellow color is a lot lighter than the blue. I should have started with the lightest color first if I was gonna be, overlapping the different colors on top of each other. Yeah, so this is something that you guys should take note when you try to, recreate this for yourself. Here's what it looks like after the blue and yellow lines have been painted on. And next I'm going to be using this pink color to paint on the third set of wavy lines. Here I have with me another shade that I'm going to be using, but because I lost the tag, I'm just going to open it up and show you what color it is. So it's this, I guess, turquoise color. After 4 colors, here's how the design is coming along. And next, I'll be adding orange to it. The next color in line will be this baby pink color. Last but not least, cyan. To finish things up, I'll be adding a layer of gel top coat. So here's the final look of the Swirls press-on nails that I designed. Let me put them on so that you guys will have a clearer idea of how it looks like when it's on. And here's how it looks like when it's on. It's very hard to get very clean swirls around, so they kind of look jagged around the edges. I'll probably require a lot more practice when it comes to that. So yeah, let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one.